You would have thought you would have seen a very nervous Tim Cook. Not the case. He was very relaxed, very upbeat, addressing investors, saying, listen, he was unapologetic, defending their business. Listen, we have a lot of money, yes. We intend to use it wisely. We are not against giving it back to shareholders. We are not against large acquisitions, including big ones, if they get over the bar, if they fit the bill. So far, they haven't. Yes, the iPhone, there's some worry about that. He talked a lot about the success of the tablet, as you can imagine they would with iPads and their dominance, particularly on Einhorn's proposal with a preferred stock to issue some sort of perpetual preferred stock. He called it creative and said the board would consider it thoroughly. But in terms of the lawsuit Einhorn's pursuing, he called it a silly sideshow, a distraction, and a waste of shareholder money, and said, frankly, we should all just donate that to a worthy cause. So he's a bit biting on that front, but otherwise very upbeat Tim Cook, Nina.
What did he have to say on the products front? Because, of course, as we were just showing our viewers before, the stock has been plunging. Even Apple's own predictions say that they can't get away with selling quite so many iPhones at such a high margin forever.
Yeah, that's right. He didn't give away any details on the product pipeline, as you imagine that they wouldn't under these kind of circumstances. But they did say that they're conscious of that lower price point part of the market, which would allude to the fact that perhaps they are going to come out with a cheaper iPhone. That's been on the rumor mill. They emphasize the importance of emerging markets like China and Brazil. Again, it would point to the fact they are looking at that. Again, talking about the success of the tablet. And interestingly, no details on the TV, Nina. That's the other thing people really holding out for. But one analyst afterwards, after listening, said, listen, they need that cash hoard. They need to hold on to all the money they can, because if they're going to do TV, it's not going to be about the device and the hardware. It's going to be about content deals, and they cost a lot of money. So that may be why they're being so conservative with that cash hoard.
Well, one of the other companies that's facing a similar predicament, although it's at a completely different end of the product cycle, is Dell, isn't it? They've got activist shareholders saying that they should be doing one thing with their money. The technology market is moving wildly away from where they are today.
Yeah, that's right. And this is really the theme in the world of tech, you know, the shareholders stacking up against CEOs. And today, a new development on Dell. We've been following this. Remember that firm from Memphis, Tennessee, we talked about yesterday, Southeastern Asset Management, has come out vocally against the deal that Michael Dell and Silver Lake have on the table to take Dell private, saying it's not high enough. Well, today, another major shareholder is joining that and saying they too oppose it. T. Rowe Price, who owns 4.4% of Dell shares, say they are also against it. In a brief statement to us at CNN, they say that the CIO chairman, Brian Rogers, says, we believe the proposed buyout does not reflect the value of Dell. They'd like to see it higher as well. The thing that's significant about this, perhaps, is this is not an activist shareholder or a sort of arbitrage group. This is a pretty traditional mutual fund group. So that may be a worrying sign for Michael Dell if we start to see more of these kind as well. So we're going to have to watch this closely, but it seems the opposition is mounting. Watch and see whether they come back and counter. Yesterday, when we were reporting on this, they indicated they were not going to come in with a higher bid, but we shall see.